think what we want to do as a group is to think about what questions we have that are still unanswered.
When this class began meeting in CA's Innovation Lab, it was about to take innovation to a new level, thanks to some creative teachers, engaged students, and an ambitious goal.
Anytime a teacher has a great idea here, I want to find a way to make that happen. The beauty of a school like CA is that ability to chart our own destiny.
Over the course of a year, the class will take a decommissioned CA school bus and transform it into a tiny house. First step for some students, look up tiny house.
It's a home that is self-sustainable, has all the living amenities, however it's smaller and it's more compact and it's cheaper. What we are focusing on also is space, how much space we'll have, and everything we're going to do is going to take up space.
Turning a bus into a house on wheels takes leadership. Seniors Dad Lee and Caroline Adams launched the Tiny House Project as co-general managers and top troubleshooters.
Is the bathroom on this side or is it in the back?
The bathroom and the shower, if we have the shower, are going to be in the very back.
In the back.
We're going to measure twice or 3 times to make sure that everything is consistent and going to line up the way that we want it to.
CA teachers guide the class, but the students direct the project themselves, using collaborative digital tools to stay organized. They must do research, learn science and engineering, apply math and art, create designs, make decisions, manage time, solve real problems, and remain committed to the concept of sustainability.
We like to focus on giving kids the skills and the experiences and the opportunities to be successful so that they have the confidence and feel empowered to really take on any challenge.
From the start, the students identify the need for multiple teams of specialists. First, demolition, then electrical, plumbing, roofing, heating, interior design, carpentry, safety, marketing, and don't forget accounting.
When we first started, we're like, we want this, we want this, we want this. And I looked at price and says, I can't have that, and I can't have this.
When the demolition team takes on the task of removing the bus seats, students learn a lesson in communication that will serve them well through life.
It would take 3 to 4 people to get one seat out because they were like bolted from the bottom. So someone would be below and you'd have to kind of be yelling at them to let them know where you're working so they can work along with you. So definitely the communication from the top and the bottom.
If we need to shim, we can laser cut some more of the shims.
Once the bus is stripped of its former identity, reality sets in. The teams must come to agreement on a variety of issues. Should they have a shower? Should they have solar heat? Is it safe to have a patio on the roof of the bus? Everyone has a voice in the decision-making, and students learn to collaborate within a community.
You have to find middle ground, and I think that's how life and that's how everything works, is you have to find middle ground in a lot of things. You can't win everything.
Gradually, the research, planning, and demolition lead to a vision for the future of the CA Tiny House.
We're gonna have a full stove, we're gonna have a toilet, and then hopefully a shower. We'll have bunk beds, couches, and then we should have a table for like eating or doing homework or something in the middle as well.
The class also determines a future purpose for the tiny house, a home away from home for CA students doing experiential learning far from the campus. Now, it's time to start building.
We're learning as we go. We're learning together and tackling every problem one at a time.
It's gonna be a huge relief just to just see that we actually accomplished all of our goals. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
By spring, there is still research, planning, and design going on inside the Innovation Lab, but the bus is being transformed.
We're at this point now where we're seeing things happening.
39 3/4.
Let's cut the board to 15.
We're putting the back on top of the board?
Yep.
During this school year, these students have also been transformed into experienced designers and builders.
You really have to focus, and it takes a lot more brain power from both sides of your brain to make things work together when you're out here, and you can say, oh, I did that, that's what I made, and I did it 20 times and it ended up perfect. Just amazing feeling, I think. Really successful.
The bus now has solar panels to generate power and an elaborate infrastructure of electrical and plumbing systems welded underneath. The bus will also have a Wi-Fi hotspot so that it can function as a mobile classroom with internet access. There were inevitable misjudgments, and that always led students to new discoveries and solutions.
They're not being told what to do on a daily basis in here. They're just being asked to figure it out. It's been, I think, for them, nothing like they've ever experienced before.
It's kind of exciting to see that confidence grow and to see that skill set grow to the extent where they can be autonomous to a large degree and feel empowered that they can create and problem solve on their own.
By the end of the school year, the Tiny House Project has earned a campus-wide reputation, thanks to those problem-solving, passionate students who have worked on it during class, during their free periods, after school, and even on weekends.
I think it's probably been my favorite class I've had at CA. I've got a lot of personal gain just in terms of experiential learning and figuring out what I want to do later in life.
As seniors celebrate commencement, they leave behind a legacy for future CA students. A tiny house designed and built with love, showing how much you can accomplish if you take on a challenge and succeed.
Success is that the students are proud of the bus and of their tiny house. For them to understand that all of their hard work is beautiful and works and can be lived in, that to me is success.